When I first discovered this technique, it blew my mind because I just think of gathering as straight parallel lines, but they don't have to be. They can be wavy, they can be pointed, etc. Which means you can get different shapes in your gathering. So cool. In this video, I'm going to go over 4 different stitching line shapes that are going to give you different results for your gathers. You could use this for the waistline of a skirt. You could add it to a piece of trim to attach to something else. You could put it at the bottom of a sleeve. There's so many different areas you can add gathering to a garment. Today, I'm going to be demoing on some ribbon. Real quick, before we start, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps out Sew Anastasia. And if you want to learn even more about sewing, make sure you check out my online and in-person sewing classes. There's links down below for everything. And I also have an online sewing club. Now let's get back to creating beautiful gathers. For all of these techniques, we're going to be using basting stitches, and a basting stitch is a really loose straight stitch. So you're going to want to put your sewing machine stitch length to as long as it'll go. Mine goes up to 5 millimeters, yours could go up to 6, maybe it goes up to 4. Just make sure you have a straight stitch on. And we're not going to be back stitching at the beginning or the end. The basting stitch is longer, so that way we can move the fabric over the stitch and gather up the fabric. Now let's go over the stitch patterns I'm going to use to make these awesome gathers. First pattern I'm going to do is a wave, and I'm going to be using the grid on the table so that way I can get a nice, even wave. So I'm going to start up here and I'm going to come down to 2, up to 2, down to 2, up to 2. So I'm going to just come down to 2, and now I'm going to hold this straight. I'm going to come up and down and up. Ooh. And I'm just going to continue doing this until I get to the end of my ribbon. So here's my wave pattern. And this is the line I'm going to follow with my basting stitch. This next one I'm going to do a zigzag. I'm going to go down 1 and then up 1. And I'm just going to keep following this all the way down to the end of my ribbon. So now I have a zigzag pattern to follow. For this next one, I'm going to create a brick design. I'm going to come down, over an inch, back up, over an inch, back down, over an inch, back up. And I'm just going to keep repeating this until I get to the bottom. Now I'm at the end, we're going to move on to the next one. Now we're going to make some mountains with a plateau in between. So straight on the bottom, up to 1, back down, over an inch, back up to an inch, down the next inch. We're just going to repeat this, and you can play with different measurements when you're creating these. They're going to create different looks if you use different measurements. Now we're all done drawing our designs. Now let's head over to the sewing machine and add the basting stitches to all of our fun designs. Can you imagine what these are going to look like? Can you predict it? Well, let's find out. I have my basting stitch selected, and now I'm going to follow the lines that I drew with my basting stitch. When you get to the end, don't back stitch and pull out some extra threads so you have something to work with for when you're gathering. Now I'm going to move on to the next one. Now I'm going to move on to our little castle design. Now I'm going to move on to the mountains and plateaus. Now we are all done basting. Let's go gather up some ribbon. I'm going to start by gathering up the white one with the wave design. Are you excited? I know I am. So grab your top thread, hold it, don't pull it, but hold it, and then go ahead and cinch up the ribbon, pulling the ribbon down the thread. And you are going to watch this really cool shape unfold. or should I say, gather. And then when you are creating designs with these for little trims or for a skirt or a sleeve or something, you can gather it as much or as little as you'd like. Now for this, we just need to flip it, make sure everything's facing the right way. And then you're really gonna see what we have created here. So you can see now how the ribbon is creating a really cool wavy shape. And the nice thing about the gathers is you can really adjust it and even it out just how you like it. Doesn't this look awesome? We did this with a piece of ribbon. Now we're gonna move on to the zigzag. Let's see what that creates. So again, I'm just gonna hold the top thread and pull the ribbon down the thread, creating the gathers. And a lot of times I like to gather it up and then I'll go back and I can even it out and make it look exactly how I want it to. Look at how beautiful that design is. So it's kind of like the swirl, but it's a little tighter and shorter. This one is so different looking. Aren't you excited to see how this turns out? And again, we're just holding the top thread and we are gathering that fabric up. Ooh, and look at this one, so cute. So this one is creating like a little loop inside of each one of the big humps. So it is different. It's creating a little bit of a different look. And obviously it's gonna look different whether you scrunch it up more or less, but this is how this one's going to look for you. And again, these take some adjusting, playing with them, moving the little dips where you want them. I really think this one looks like a bunch of little flowers. Now we're going to gather up our valleys and plateaus. And in this one, we're still getting a little bit of a different look. We can see that we have like a double gather in here. It's smaller down here and a bigger hump up here. Aren't these fun? This is such a great way to add a little flair to your garment with just a basting stitch. How fun would this be to gather the edge of a skirt like this or the bottom of a sleeve? It is so adorable. Very couture looking, as are all of these. I'd love to know what you thought of this gathering technique. Leave it down below in the comments, and I'd love to know where you're going to try it out. Sleeves, bodices, trims, etc. And if you do, send me your pictures. I would love to see it. Thank you so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. If you enjoyed the video today, make sure you like, subscribe, and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when all the new tutorials come out. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for watching today. These tutorials are for you. And if you want to learn even more about sewing, make sure you check out the online and in-person classes along with the online sewing club. There's links down below for everything. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio right now, make sure you check out my Instagram stories. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!